Hey, what's going on, everybody? I hope you're doing well. Welcome. It's so good to see you. Welcome to drboycetv.com, the home for intelligent Black people. My name is Dr. Boyce Watkins, and I wanted to come in and talk to you guys about this stock market that we've been seeing. It's been going crazy. A lot of money's being made. This is a very good day to be an investor, and it's nice because I always mention to you guys that the calm usually comes after the storm. The sunshine comes after the rain, and this week was no exception. The market is doing extraordinarily well. A lot of money's being made in the market right now. And the money is for those who were able to hold on and be patient, because right now the stock market is booming. It's going crazy. It's up by about 550 points today, and that is in complete contrast to what you saw last week. Last week you saw the market was getting hammered pretty bad, and so that's a good thing. So anyway, do me a favor as you come in, please hit the thumbs up button, thumbs up, share, subscribe. Also, just a reminder, my podcast is on Spotify. So if you go to Spotify, look up my name, Boyce Watkins, you will find that I have two podcasts, one called Dr. Boyce Daily Stock Market, and the other one is the Dr. Boyce Breakdown, where I like to kind of jump into things happening in our community. All right, so hello, Joanne Dixon and El Haj, I see you. You two are first. So let's break this down. Let's talk about this. And also at the end of the video, I'll give you guys a stock that I like, that I'm invested in, and you guys can feel free to go take a look. All right, so right now it says here on CNBC that U.S. stocks jumped on Monday after investors bought the dip following Wall Street's worst week of the year, betting that a likely Federal Reserve rate cut later this month will bolster the slowing economy. So what's expected is that the Federal Reserve is going to step up and do what they're expected to do, which is to issue a rate cut. The rate cut, interest rate cut, where they reduce interest rates, which tends to bolster the stock market. It's expected to be a 0.25, 25 basis points. There is a 30% chance that it will be 50 basis points. So that will be really awesome. And Badia, I appreciate you too. All right. So here it also says that let's see, the Dow traded 592 points higher. The NASDAQ's up 1.3% following its worst week, with a 3% jump in NVIDIA. Outside of tech, retailers, banks, and industrial shares also mounted a comeback, blah, blah, blah. Quote, I do think you have a little short-term bounce here. We were a little bit oversold last week. However, the markets are very focused on how the economy is going to be right now, rather than what inflation is going to do and what the economy is going to do later, says Sarah Sarat-Sethi, managing partner at DCLA. When the uncertainty starts building, first thing you do is take some money off, especially since you've had a good run this year. Investors are awaiting two key inflation reports that could inform the Fed's rate decision on September 18th. So keep that in mind. September 18th is a big day for your stocks. That's when the Federal Reserve is going to make an announcement about interest rate cuts and what they're going to do with that. And also there's some inflation data coming out. And so basically, if the inflation data is bad, then the Fed is going to be really careful and cautious, because a rate cut could exacerbate the inflation problem. If the inflation data is good, then they're going to say, okay, inflation's under control. Let's go ahead and let's do the procedure. Okay, let's get it done. So it's almost like if you have somebody that goes to the hospital and they say, we have to do heart surgery, and they say, but wait, let's check their blood pressure first. If the blood pressure is too high, then they don't do the surgery. But if the blood pressure is right, they say, okay, let's go ahead and proceed. So the blood pressure is inflation. If inflation is too high, they cannot proceed too diligently, because that is going to cause the inflationary issue to get worse. So this is the big question mark. But one of the things that was made in the previous paragraph is that the markets had a good run. A lot of you have made a lot of money. And so I'm not telling you what to do. I do not give investing advice on this channel ever. However, I will say that in my opinion, my rule of investing is don't be greedy. If you made some money, then it's time to think about protecting the money that you've made. I don't think that it's time for you to go and just try to be extra greedy. And I see a lot of people buying stock options and everything because they're trying to do these quick flips. And these quick flips will lead you to a quick dip, and you'll be dipping your way to the poorhouse. So I don't want you to lose money. I talked to a brother the other day who told me, he said, yeah, I want to. Oh, it was a rapper. He's a rapper. You know, rappers are interesting people. So this rapper DM'd me. I'm not going to say which one. And he said, yeah, Doc, I need to talk to you. I said, about what? He said, I lost about 300,000 buying stock options this year. I said, yeah, of course you did, because that's what happens. So I'm not saying everybody does this. I'm just saying that anytime anybody tells you how much money they made, just know that doesn't always mean they're telling you about how much money they lost. Investing is supposed to be balanced, and it's a steady growth toward wealth. It's not this sort of quick, easy overnight money. That's more like a casino. So be really careful about that. Now, do me a favor, hit the thumbs up button, thumbs up, share, subscribe. Later on this afternoon, I'll text you guys and let you know Cornell West is coming by my channel, drboycetv.com. I love this guy a lot, so I'm going to bring him in just to kind of talk to him, see what he's been up to lately, and give his honest take about politics. And then, second of all, if you don't know, we have for a temporary time only, limited time only, we have a $7 monthly membership in the Black Business School, the B1 Access Pass, which gives you access to a bunch of courses, a bunch of material for just $7 a month. That is your price now and forever. You can check other platforms. I don't think too many places are offering this kind of stuff for $7 a month. They're charging thousands and all this other stuff, and universities are charging thousands. Well, I'm a college professor, and that's your chance. So it's going to be there till tomorrow. And then after tomorrow, we're going to have to pull it back because we can't just keep doing that forever. But that's a chance for you to try out the Black Business School if you want to try out our mini class on stock options, our mini class on stock markets, things like that. The URL is on the screen. It's B1accesspass.com. So feel free to go to B1accesspass.com, and you can not only sign up, but you can share it with your whole family. So feel a B1accesspass.com, $7 monthly membership, yours forever, as long as you're a member. All right. So let me read a couple more things, and I'm going to give you a stock that I like, and hopefully this will make us all some money. It says also here, Monday's rally comes after the stock market suffers serious losses to kick off its first trading week of September, which is historically a tough month for equities. These declines came as the August jobs report stoked fears of a slowing labor market. So fear is not your friend when it comes to investing. Fear is not the friend of economic activity. Fear is not the friend of anything involving an interactive, recursive relationship. All economics is, the only thing the economy is it's a relationship amongst many entities and many, many people. That's it. And if you know this, think about this. If you're dating somebody and you have fear, you're afraid of them, is that going to make your relationship better or worse? Is that going to make your relationship more stable, or is it going to lead to more disaster? Are you going to invest in people that you're afraid of? Are they going to invest in you if they're afraid of you? Yes or no? So when you talk about investing, I want you to practice thinking about investing in ways that go beyond just the money. The money is only a small part of investing. Most investing is not related to money. So if you want to understand why fear is bad for the economy, I want you to also think about why fear is bad for any relationship. Nobody invests in something that they're afraid of. That's crazy, right? So long story short, fear is the thing that caused the problems last week. They saw the bad jobs report. They have a fear that things are going to get cracky and nasty and ugly. That fear is real. That fear is justified. There is a reason to expect that at some point we're going to have an economic downturn because things have gone so well for so long. There is a reason to be afraid that perhaps the banking system could have some problems later on. Regional banks are going to get pummeled when commercial real estate problems start to really emerge. They're on their way. You know, a lot of these companies that own property in big cities like San Francisco are all filing bankruptcy and selling their assets and negotiating down their debts because they're having problems. They can't occupy these buildings. Nobody wants to go to work like that anymore. They want to work from home, which is something I've been doing, by the way. I've been working from home since the 90s, y'all. I remember thinking to myself, damn, I wish everybody knew how great it is to work from home. I figured this out back in the day. I said, I don't want to go leave my house every day and be around some old nasty racist people who don't even like me. I'm going to find a way to create my job in my house. So I work in my house. That's what I do. And by the way, everybody, y'all were asking me about this Anubis statue. You're asking me about that in class this morning. You can see it behind me next to my Deion Sanders jersey. If you're on TikTok, you can't see it. Let me see if I can. I got it on my phone. There's my Anubis, and my wife got real nervous because Anubis is the god of death. And I had to explain to her that death is not a bad thing. I'm not afraid of death. I don't want to die. I'm not trying to Tupac my way out of here. But at the same time, death is actually it's inevitable if you plan for it properly. Wonderful afterlife. The afterlife is how your family's wealth does, how your family does after your life is over. So I'm thinking about the afterlife all the time. I'm always thinking about legacy and estate planning and building a trust. And because I want the Black Business School to last for the next 5, 6, 700 years. I want this thing to be a powerhouse long term. And I'd love to see that vision come to life. And I'd love to see our people, B1 people, become the most financially successful people on the entire planet. I want to see your kids running $1 trillion companies. I believe that that's doable. That's what I see in my vision for the next 100, 200 years. So let's go get it. Let's go make it happen. All right. So last but not least, I told you all I give you a stock that I like. Let's see, a stock. Maybe today isn't the best day to buy it because everything's up. I don't know. You may want to buy the dip or dollar cost average your way in, but U.S. Steel. X. X is the ticker symbol for US Steel. And I believe that's the ticker. Yeah, I believe it's X. And that is based on my research, an asset to invest in. And so again, this is not here we go. Yeah, it is X. The stock is up a little bit today. It's up by about 4% to $32.39 a share. But so maybe you dollar cost average in, because at some point you're gonna have another bad day. You'll be able to buy the shares more cheaply than who as well. But don't just wait for that, right? I just make the move. I just jump right in. So I bought some US Steel today. So feel free to take a look at US Steel. The ticker symbol is X. If you'd like to see the other stocks, I pick stocks for my students regularly every single week. Feel free to go to theblackstockmarketprogram.com. The first 30 days are free. You can go to theblackstockmarketprogram.com. I'll try to put the URL on the screen so you guys can see it. And also, you know that every morning we do money in the morning. So feel free to text the word morning to 87948. If you'd like to join, text morning to 87948, and you can join us in class tomorrow. We met this morning at 10 a.m. We talk about a lot of interesting stuff. Today we talked about 50 Cent and 50 Cent celibacy and how that links to economic consciousness. I believe that the celibacy is tied to a desire to protect his wealth, because he doesn't want to have his wealth stolen by a big butt and a smile. So he chose celibacy as a way to protect against that. And so you'd be amazed at how many things are connected to wealth. And I think later on, I kind of got a kick out of watching Tyrese go online. Tyrese cries a lot. Why does he cry so much? He's always online crying about something. But anyway, latest thing he's been crying about is child support, and when you talk about child support, ooh, buddy, that is an interesting financial topic. You don't understand. A lot of black male wealth is zapped because of unconscious decision making as it pertains to which girls you're getting with, right? So here you go. Here's the thing with Tyrese. I'll share a little bit. Now later on, I'll break it all down because I got to go to a meeting in a minute. But with Tyrese, I'm like, yeah, that was really nice. See, like D1 says, he says the devil can bless you too. So you come in there, you tall, handsome, dark skinned brother, all the ladies love you. You sing like a bird and they just chasing you down. And you think that's good, don't you? You like that? That makes you feel good, don't it? Well, now you ain't feeling too good, because now, now you're like the fat kid who got into the candy store who now has diabetes in his left arm, right arm, about to get his foot cut off like grandma, right? And so basically, this is the interesting downside of that you have all this attraction with all these women, and the next thing you know, you're crying in child support court and having your wealth kind of zapped. And also the amount that he's being forced to pay in child support, I think it's about $10,000 a month or something. I'll tell you the truth. I know people that you'll never hear about who run small businesses who pay 10 times that amount in payroll. I've had people on my staff I paid more than $10,000 a month. So the idea that he kind of feels like that's like just this insane, unbelievable amount of money is interesting given his income level. It's also not consistent with the cost of raising a child. I'm going to get data on this to kind of back up my point, and it's not beating up on Tyrese or anything like that, because I have empathy. I have a lot of empathy. I'm an 18-year veteran of the child support system, but I will say this: once I got out of that damn thing, I said I ain't never going back. I ain't never going back to that situation ever again. So that requires you to be able to think with your big head, not your little head. And I don't think black men are encouraged to do that, which is why so many men can't build any wealth. They can't build wealth because you got too many damn kids, because you've been thinking with your penis your whole life. The formula is very simple. So anyway, that's my thought on this. And I don't want to sound like a mean, nasty old man. I'm not trying to be mean toward Tyrese, but I'd let your sons kind of watch this. Like, to teach them like that, like my daddy used to teach me. My daddy would be like, "You see that Negro over there crying?" He said, "Yeah, yes, sir." Well, you know why he's crying, don't you? Because he can't afford his child support. Yeah. Well, you want that to happen to you? No. Well, then use your head. That's it. That's it. You can't build. Thank you. You can't juvenile. I think it's Junaville. Is that what it says? You can't build if you're broke. It's hard to build and be broke at the same time. It's very difficult. But anyway, we'll talk about this later. I got to run. You heard the little ding. That's my alarm telling me it's time to go. So again, the stock for today that I like is US Steel. Ticker symbol is X. Just very easy, X. And I will check with you guys again soon. If you want to do a trial in the Black Stock Market Program, first 30 days are free. Go to theblackstockmarketprogram.com. I'll teach you everything you need to know about stocks and investing. You won't ever have to be afraid of it again, and you can share it with your whole family. So have a good day, everybody. God bless you. Thank you so much for listening. I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.